Show me something. Hello, and welcome back to the Show Me Something podcast. I'm Trevor.
I'm Jacob.
And I'm Will.
And this week I brought for the boys Sky High. The 2005. Thank you, I forgot.
That was good.
The 2005 Disney classic.
Yes. Didn't know it was Disney.
Classic.
Didn't realize.
Didn't know it was a classic.
I
It's also
kind of
not
assumed
Disney.
it was Disney. That's why the first thing I looked was Disney Plus, but I didn't 100% know.
I'm glad you did that because I didn't actually know where to stream it.
I think that was maybe how I missed it / possibly have seen some of it before.
Oh, really?
I remember some of it. I feel like, I remember the school and stuff, but I don't remember any of the plot points, so it didn't really matter, you know?
That's fair.
It was probably on TV and passing and shit.
Probably.
Yeah.
I guess do we just want to, because we just finished recording your episode, so any housekeeping since then?
Since then, no, we were playing with Pip. We were watching some YouTube and some music videos and stuff, and playing. You guys were eating pizza.
Yeah. Shout out Channel 5 News.
Yeah.
I tried to play another King Cruel song, and Trevor was underwhelmed, so we decided.
The music video was cool though.
Yeah, cool.
It was a cool music video.
Dumb Surfer.
They were
Why
like
you gotta say
zombies.
I was underwhelmed, man?
Huh? Because you were.
I was, but still, it makes me sound bad.
It doesn't make you sound bad. It makes you sound honest.
Dang.
What are you talking?
Dang.
Oh my goodness.
Starman in the bus here.
Nothing's new.
Do you believe this?
We're here to be nice to people, not to review stuff.
I switched to beer. I was on coconut water before because I was feeling a little.
We're proud of you.
Woozy, but
Yeah.
I'm here now.
From our late night Halo sessions.
Yeah. And
Which
by
I
late
didn't
night, we
do.
mean 9 o'clock.
No, we stopped at 11. Because we played for 2.5 hours. So it doesn't matter.
It doesn't
at
matter.
all. I always forget it doesn't matter.
Jacob, you start.
Yeah, so this movie was an absolute banger. It's better than any Marvel or DC movie, right?
Yeah, totally.
Am I wrong? This movie was great. No cap, dude.
It's not my review, so I don't know why you're looking at me. I'm not reviewing it yet.
Yeah, no, it was awesome. The cast was great. Insane cast.
Yeah.
So many even the cameos
stacked.
and shit were stacked.
Yeah.
Tom Kenny. Randomly.
Just random, yeah.
Yeah, he
right
was
at the end.
They were the two homeowners that he lifted the school
That was
over
Tom
at the end. That's
Kenny?
fucking Tom Kenny, dude.
That's legit.
SpongeBob, man.
Fucking Tom Kenny.
Ice King. Fuck SpongeBob.
Isn't
Ice King.
that insane?
Yeah, that's awesome.
But yeah, no, the cast was great. The story was fun. The characters were really cool and stuff. There was a lot of classic superhero powers that you'd seen in any other superhero movie, which is a good homage to all the other stuff. It didn't feel like copying as much as an homage to other stuff. But yeah, it was fun. I love a good teenage coming of age story. And I feel like this one does it pretty well, even with being in a superhero universe and stuff. Another good cameo is the bus driver. He's the dude from fucking
Farva.
Super Troopers.
Yeah, I laughed so fucking
I was
hard when he showed up.
oh my god.
Ron Wilson, my fucking
Bus driver. You got to finish it.
Right-
Ron Wilson, bus driver.
Right off the bat,
Yeah.
it was him. I was like, man, this is gonna slap, isn't it? But yeah, I liked it. There was the Taylor Lautner wannabe and the fire guy.
Yeah.
The fucking
I
pyro
honestly had to
dude.
look it up because I was like, is that Taylor?
He looks a lot like
He looks
Taylor
a lot
Lautner,
like
honestly,
him.
and they both have similar acting skills, both not good. He was definitely, I think, the weakest actor out of the whole bunch, but maybe it's just because I didn't really like his character that much. But yeah, no, I thought it was a lot of fun. It's a slapper of an early 2000s
Big
kids
early
kids
2000s
movie.
energy.
Yeah, I don't know how I don't really remember it that much, or maybe didn't see it, maybe saw some of it, but regardless, 8 out of 10. Had a great time.
Nice.
Had a really great time. Would watch again, and would meme about again.
Oh yeah, always mean.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, so when Trevor told us this was his pick the other night, I rolled my eyes because I'm a piece of shit.
You were livid.
I'm a piece of shit. So I was like, oh, fucking great. A Disney movie. I know Riss loves this movie, so that was a thing. Then I did look at the cast, and I was like, oh, the cast is stacked, unbelievably stacked. So I went in this should be interesting. Although it is worth mentioning, directed by Mike Mitchell, I just want to. I want to read his greatest hits real quick.
Not good.
Because this was also a reason I was very skeptical. He directed the films Deuce Bigalow, Male Gigolo, Surviving Christmas, Sky High, Shrek Forever After, Alvin and the Chipmunks, Chipwrecked, Trolls, and the Lego Movie 2, the second part. So that's a pretty shitty resume.
Lego Movie 2 wasn't bad.
It's not perfect.
It wasn't great, but it wasn't bad.
I have beef with Lego Movie 2 because they fired the original director, who's a guy that I love.
That's fair.
The first Lego movie, that's the only one I've seen, but it's so good.
Yeah, but that's
saw that in the theater with Kirk.
Yeah, I saw that
in the theater as well. I saw that with Trevor.
I think I saw it myself potentially.
Nice.
That's Lord and Miller though. That's Spider-Verse. That's them. Anyway.
Also a great movie.
So yeah, I came in, with my typical bullshit, being a fucking snobby asshole, and I loved it. It was great. It was a ton of fun. Like I said, the cast is great. Shout out Cousin Greg, just like enormous shout out Cousin Greg.
So good.
Made me laugh so hard every time he was on screen. Zach, the neon kid.
Yeah. Okay. Zach Attack.
I don't know if you knew Cousin Greg.
I don't know Cousin Greg.
It's from Succession.
He's from
that's
how
the show Succession is about him.
I know that guy's been in some other stuff I've seen.
Yeah, so. I think he's in. Riz knows him from Greek, maybe, or like
Greek was also a great show.
He's in some ABC Family show.
Big shout, Greek.
Anyway. Yeah, it was a great Saturday morning watch. I was very hungover from the aforementioned Halo session last night, even though I didn't drink that much. I just think I had an empty tummy.
Which is no bueno.
But yeah, this was a great way to start my day despite feeling like dog. It was just a ton of fun. I laughed a lot. It's very goofy. Just a great time, Shout out to 2005. I was a freshman in high school, so I definitely didn't see it at that time.
That's fair. Well, this would have been perfect for you because they were freshmen in high school.
Yeah, no, it would have been a good, relatable time for me not being a superhero. But and shout out Bruce Campbell, great cameo. Coach Boomer,
so good, insane.
Everyone was great.
I can't believe he's in it, honestly. It makes no sense.
It's so good.
But I love it so much.
It's the callback to the Evil Dead stuff that we did. So
it's so good, dude.
Yeah. Also, Dean Pelton from Community is in it as well. He's in it. Yeah. Sidekick. The Sonic Boom. Yeah, it's good. Good time. 7.5 out of 10 for sure. Definitely watchable. We'll rewatch and would recommend as a fun, goofy Disney movie to watch. It's in the Pantheon for sure.
So good.
Yeah, happy.
I've seen this movie at least 3 times before this. I saw it in theaters. Actually, I remember I saw it.
This doesn't seem like a theatrical movie, even with a great cast.
Riz said that she thought it was straight to video. Also,
I am positive I saw it in theaters.
I'm not doubting you
because I saw it in Georgia with some of my cousins that ended up.
This is Criterion, isn't it?
Yeah.
Sorry, Trevor.
I know your next gift.
I did, but yeah, I saw it. I saw it in Georgia in theaters with like one of my older aunts and some of my cousins and stuff up there that I don't see very often. So like that's a memory that just sticks out in my mind.
Mm-hmm.
Straight up.
And the main reason I ended up bringing this though was you guys were like, Trevor, do you have a quick pick so we can get 2 recordings in?
Yeah, might as well make the trip worth it,
Yeah, and B, one of our coworkers with me and Jacob has been like...
She's a Disney adult.
She's a little bit of a Disney adult. Shout out, hey Monica, if you're listening.
Shout out, yeah. Well, because she's gonna ask me how I think about it, like of after watching Sky High, and I'm gonna tell her to listen to the pod.
So now you're listening. She's been talking about us, like me bringing it because we talked about it. Just for some reason, it came up.
Shit always comes up.
Don't you have a Sky High tattoo?
He does.
Yeah,
a tramp stamp actually, right on the back, dude. That's hot.
I do not. But yeah, no, I just enjoy this movie. It's a fun high school. It's got all the tropes of like the coming of age high school story, and I don't know. I give it an 8.5 out of 10. It's a good movie.
That's pretty poggers, dude.
It's fun. People die in this movie.
Straight up.
They don't say it, but they definitely do.
Right on. Who dies?
There's 2 kids in the courtyard.
Oh, the ice kids.
The 2 kids get frozen.
They do show them still frozen. I was like, what do you mean somebody dies?
Nobody dies. Weeks later, they're dead for sure.
I forgot about that. Doesn't somebody walk by and like knock on them?
Yeah, like
That's
weeks
good.
later. That's the thing. Like they've been in school for a while. They're
Yeah.
going through the whole sidekick thing, and then they go knock
They're
knock.
cryogenically preserved, dude. This is
Also,
awesome.
another like random cameo that's not even a cameo is Patrick Warburton. This guy for everybody out there. I don't know how to describe him. He's in Seinfeld as the dude as Elaine's boyfriend that
Kronk.
wears the devil face. Yeah, and Kronk and stuff.
Kronk and stuff. Yeah, that's,
He randomly plays the in the beginning in the flashback the bad guy with the pacifier. What the
he
hell is
also
his name?
does it at the end. Too.
Royal Pain. Like, why is it him though?
That's so funny.
The voice
Buddy.
modulator just becomes him.
It's so ridiculous. When I was looking up the cast, because I was like, oh, there's so many cool people in it. He's just in it as Royal Pain. I was like, what the fuck? Why is there like a dude that's like fully known by everyone and not like some random extra?
Maybe he
Yeah.
got cut. Maybe he had a bigger role and they cut him. Shout out.
I don't know.
Buddy.
Royal Pain was a great character.
Royal
too.
Pain is a great character.
Shout out Elaine.
All right, so I guess spoiler
Elaine
zone.
Dennis. The Devils. Ah!
Spoilers.
Yeah, we could jump into the spoilerini
Yeah.
zone, right? You didn't have anything else to say about it, Trev?
Not really. It's just a fun. I mean, like
Fun romp.
I've definitely seen this format since then with like
Yeah.
a bunch of anime that I watch where it's like superhero high school. Like we're teaching you.
They
how
copied.
They probably like honestly, this definitely came before a bunch of those. Maybe some of them had manga that came out before, but for the animes, absolutely. It's like this happened first. It's like, hey, what happens if like where did superheroes get trained?
Yeah.
That kind of thing. And this
Sky
is it.
High. That's where they go.
Sky High.
Yeah. The Commander's alma mater.
Commander is the worst superhero name I've ever heard.
What, the name you
The
said?
name.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
absolute dog shit superhero name.
It's so fucked up, by the way. Okay, so we're in the spoiler zone. But it's so fucked up that, like, the superhero picks the sidekick's name and outfit.
And then doesn't even remember the sidekick? Like, what the
That's
fuck?
so fucked up. You're stuck with
All
that for
American
life.
boy.
All American Boy was great.
He was
so
such a...
funny.
He had no powers, right?
None. Yeah. He
As
just
far as we
changes-
can tell,
he
they
changes
never
very
talk
fast.
about it. Yeah.
He doesn't show anything. Yeah, he just changes super fast.
But that's also a skill you apparently can learn because everyone was doing
Yeah.
it.
Except for Cousin Greg.
Yeah.
Cousin Greg. Dude. he
AKA
had
Zack
so
Attack.
So many great
Zack
bits.
Attack.
Zack
He
Attack.
can glow.
I laughed
I
so
loved
hard.
that.
He
I
was
laughed
so hype
hard.
about his power too. He's like, I'm gonna make Hero for sure. He goes up on there. He's like, boom, I'm doing it.
Hey, it was useful.
It was useful.
Also, the kid that turned into an oil slick was for sure useful.
Great.
That came in handy so much in
He
that
was a
last
legend.
fight.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
was a
like
legend.
why did the guy with 6 arms get to be a hero?
I mean,
But
6 punches.
the girl that turns into a ball doesn't get to like I don't know.
like that Pokemon. What's the strong dude with the multiple
Machamp.
arms?
That's
Yeah.
Machamp. Yeah.
He's like
Choke.
him.
Machamp.
Machamp, I think,
Is the biggest one?
The biggest one who's actually got the 4
Machoke,
arms.
Machamp.
Yeah, because he doesn't get the 4 arms until he's the final evolution.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Just staring into camera, Jacob. Play
Yeah.
Pokemon, man.
No.
What'd you guys think about the villain?
I mean, I knew.
Did you know?
When she was at the house,
Yep.
like on the first date thing,
Yeah.
I was like, she's gonna be the baddie.
When she showed up and she was there unannounced, I was like, she's the bad guy.
Yeah, that's when I was first called it. I had a note. I was like, Gwen's gonna be the baddie for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
I couldn't tell you when I first called it because that was so long ago that I first saw this movie that I was a child and probably was surprised.
Yeah.
And so now every time I watch it, it's like, yeah, it's her.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can kind of feel it. You
She's
can
like,
kinda know.
she was in Birds of Prey
devious.
recently.
Yeah, she's in a bunch of shit.
She's a,
Yeah,
she's
she's
a
in a
big
bunch of
actress
stuff.
She's
now.
in Fargo season 3. She's one of the main characters of
Haven't
Fargo
seen it
season 3.
still.
Haven't seen it still, yeah.
Oh, some housekeeping that I didn't talk about.
Super late housekeeping.
I finally finished watching Dr. Stone.
oh, you
Oh,
did? That's
shit.
right. Yeah.
So good. Never should have stopped. Still slapper. Great ending. Leading
need to
into
finish
leading
it.
into more
It's not gonna
seasons.
happen.
Come on.
It's not gonna happen.
So good. So good. Oh,
It's fantastic.
so good.
It's so good.
Do they do science the whole fucking time?
Yeah.
Science
Yeah.
rules.
Not gonna finish it.
Those last couple episodes didn't have a ton of science.
No.
The last 3 or 4 that I watched there was like none, really. I mean, there's
Yeah,
like
it
a
was-
little bit here and there, but not like the only thing that's happening is a science project.
No, it's a lot of fighting.
Yeah.
Warfare.
But anyway,
Do they
you
win?
know,
I'm
we
not
can't
telling
say
you.
that spoilerinis. You know,
This isn't
spoil
the-
city.
This isn't the Dr. Stone season 2 podcast. This is the Sky High podcast. right now.
My question is for Flamey O Hotman guy. It's his
War and
name.
Peace?
Yeah, it's his name. War and Peace or War and Peace.
It's Warren.
War and Peace. Okay.
Warren Peace.
I didn't know that until
Copy
she calls
that.
him Warren.
Copy that.
3/4 of the way through the movie. Yeah,
Yeah. What
because
if
they call him Peace for a while.
Yeah.
and
his
they
last
got-
name?
That's
You never
awful.
got called by your last name in high school?
I only got called by my last name in high school. I was
Stick-
one of,
You have a
I was
cool
one
last
of
name.
5 Wills. Yeah.
Stickles.
Yeah.
I
So
was
it
Stickles to
happens.
everybody. Teachers.
People just go like, "Yo,
I'm not
peace."
debating that. I'm debating that Warren Peace is a stupid fucking name.
No, listen. He's never heard anybody being called by their last name.
Never heard of it.
Never
New
heard of her.
concept to me.
It's more like because his mom's a hero, his dad's a villain.
How did that happen? How does that work? What's the science behind that? That doesn't make sense to me. Because if you're a good guy, how could you possibly be in a relationship with a bad guy?
They just fight and then they fuck.
Because this
They could- yeah.
universe is so like black and white though. Like there's good guys and bad guys.
yeah,
Except
Disney.
for Mr. Warren Peace, who's like an in-betweener.
I like Warren.
Warren's cool.
I don't think he was that bad.
I think his acting was dog.
When
was
he,
not-
when he showed up at the restaurant and he looked normal with his hair pulled back,
That's when I think his acting was the worst.
I like that he was so abrupt. Like he just like,
He's just like.
I guess that's bad acting. Yeah,
It seemed so bad to me. It was like such.
Nah, he was just the voice of reason for all these like hormonal teenagers. He's like, my parents suck, but I've got.
Man,
I've got
I feel so
wisdom.
bad for what's her name, the flower girl.
Layla.
Layla, dude.
She's the goat.
She is great.
Like
Fuck Will.
she has awesome powers too, dude.
Great.
When she lets the vines go and shit at the end.
She gets punched and she's like
And
big
they're like, why are you a
mistake.
sidekick? Wow. She
Yeah.
was also hilarious.
I feel her vibe though. She's like, fuck this. She's like, Coach Boomer's an asshole. He's a
Yeah.
boomer, you know.
So, he
she
was
was
the
great.
original boomer.
He was.
Oh
She was
my
like, this shit's
God.
fucking fascist.
Sidekick. Everything shatters, dude. So good. What a banger of a
Fucking
goddamn movie.
waveform.
It doesn't matter. What a banger of a movie. What an absolute slap dick of a pick.
Thanks, Trevor.
Trevor.
Yeah,
You brought a good one, my
I
guy.
got-
Look at it. Hey.
I brought other good ones.
That's true. But yeah, Kurt Russell, so good.
Yeah,
I didn't recognize the mom.
I didn't either, but I think she has been in stuff.
she's been in stuff for
Right, because
sure.
everybody's been in stuff. Let's see. Kelly Preston is her name.
The
I know her name.
She hasn't been in absolute
Oh,
dog
really?
shit. No, she's been in Jerry Maguire, which I haven't seen.
Good
What a
movie.
Girl Wants, seen that. Battlefield Earth, Saga of the Year 3000, seen that. Terrible movie. I wonder who she is.
I never saw Battlefield Earth.
I might bring it one time because it's one of the worst movies I've ever seen in my life. It's terrible.
It's
horrible.
Travolta, right?
Oh yeah, and
Big
Forrest
Travolta.
Whitaker.
Isn't
Forrest?
Battlefield Earth
Yeah.
about Scientology?
Yeah, like the first half of the book.
Yeah.
It's awful. So bad. Every
I've never
single
seen it.
angle
It's
is
a Scientology movie?
yeah. Every single angle is a Dutch angle. I swear to God.
There was a lot of Dutch
That's
angles
not
in this movie.
There was a ton.
There
But that's
was.
not hyperbole. Every single angle.
Hyperbole?
Hyperbole?
Hyperbole? Yeah. Hyperbole.
That's not hyperbole, dude.
That's what they do at Sky High when they go bowling. It's hyperbole because they got
Nice.
powers and
Nice.
shit.
Look
Yeah.
at Trev.
Sorry, I'm choking
Yes,
to death
anding.
now.
He's yes, anding you.
You got a yes and man.
Dutch angles are
You
very
do.
disorienting. And they were kind of weird in this movie. They
There
stopped
was,
doing it
there was a
eventually.
shocking amount in this movie.
In the first like 30 minutes only, I feel.
Yeah, I wonder why that was.
Because he's surprised about having powers, you know?
He didn't have even powers at first.
Or,
He didn't.
or not
Every-
having powers.
Oh yeah.
Everybody
there you go.
knew he was gonna have both powers, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't know as a small child.
As I
did you?
didn't know. I was like, oh my god, he's got
Stupid little boy.
he's got flight
As
now.
a fucking
Wow.
Omega little child.
I was like what?
10.
Yeah, 10
You
or
were like,
12.
Mom, that's XD Poggers. And she was like, shut up.
Well,
Trevor."
how old was I in 05?
Wait, did you say how old when you were 5? Is that what
In
you-
05.
Oh.
I'd have
I don't
been,
know,
I'd have been
probably
10.
10?
I was
Bud,
10.
The Bud Heavies are hitting.
I was 10.
Yeah, we're drinking Bud Heavies, but we didn't do a beer section in the last podcast.
Oh, we didn't.
Because I wasn't drinking. I threw
Oh.
it off.
I just hammered my mic and you dropped your thing. Okay, well. Drinking Bud Heavies.
Bud Heavies. Coors Banquet.
Coors Banquet, which is a slapper of a beer. Beer
I've
break.
never had one before. It's pretty good.
Yeah, Coors Banquets are great.
Yeah, Banquet's
They
a
have
classic.
screw tops of them. I saw it at Publix.
What?
Yeah, just like any other Coors. You
Where's
can
the
get
pony?
a screw-
Where's the snub nose? Where's the snub
The
bottles?
snub nose are gone. They don't sell them.
We need the snub nose.
Supply chain, right?
Yeah, apparently they don't make glass anymore. I don't know.
Sorry, that one got me.
Yeah, they used to sell like the little what you can get Red Stripe in, the
Yeah,
little bottles.
those are great.
Yeah,
Little snub nose.
Those
boys.
were great back in college.
All beers taste better in a snub nose.
they do.
hard to disagree.
Facts.
It's hard to disagree, and easy to recycle. All right, but
It had a lot of this. So back to the movie. This had a lot of the classic like tropes of like people just standing around while bad things are happening. Just like, do we fight yet?
I wrote down classic idiot move: having an accidental party.
Yeah,
That happens in every single coming of age
What a
movie.
dickhead.
Like literally every single one. You know that's gonna happen when she's like, "Can I invite somebody over?"
And
You're done, my guy.
Gwen just gives up on trying to be like the nice, like pretend to be nice.
Yeah.
During that whole party sequence, she's just like she always had her evil
Well,
motives.
she was
but
trying to
just-
finish that divide.
She was, but she took it too far, too fast.
Man, I felt so bad for
Layla.
Layla.
It's the only
Come
name I
on.
didn't write down. I'm sorry.
Tree Girl.
Yeah, Tree Girl. I felt so bad for Layla because she's so mean to her.
Yeah,
like,
she
and that
is.
cheerleader girl is such a bitch. Holy
She's
shit.
such a bitch.
So mean.
The whole
Why
time.
is she so mean? I feel like I didn't like that she was mean without like a ton of motive other than her being like a cheerleader and like a bad guy or whatever. But like,
I think those are probably it. That's
Those are
enough motive.
perfectly
You think that's enough?
fine. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's enough.
damn.
For a 2005 Disney movie.
Yeah, cheerleaders are bitches.
She's evil.
And
She's a bad guy.
She's a henchman of the main villain.
But then at the end when she was like being IV'd all up, she was like, man.
Rip me.
She tried to level with her. She's
she
like,
didn't.
don't kill me.
She was like, I don't want to die. This is why. And otherwise, she's still evil.
Also, was I the only dumb one that at first had doubts that Speed Boy was the one that stole the gun from the dungeon? I thought it was going to be a different baddie.
I didn't even think about it.
I didn't, because
that
you
got
can see
stolen.
him in the background. You can
Yeah.
see the,
his
and I was
flash.
like, it seems too obvious if it's those guys, but it was just them,
It was absolutely them.
which is interesting. You know, it's
Which
fine.
also, this school, it's like,
I wanted it to be somebody else.
what a bad thing for a school for heroes where, like, the principal even states, we teach you how to use your powers.
You can openly be a villain. At
What
this
you
point.
do with them is up to you. And I'm like, what the fuck? Who's supporting a school with this kind of curriculum where you're just like, yeah, once you graduate, if you want to be a villain, be a villain. Fuck it, we don't care.
Also, his name is Principal Powers. Bad name.
Principal power. I mean, that's.
I mean, she's kind of.
Bad name.
I mean, who cares about?
She's been in
She's
stuff,
she's a
apparently,
non-role basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I love
the
mad science
nurse.
teacher.
The
Oh,
nurse
nurse
was
is great.
She was. Is that Cloris Leachman?
All I know is that
She
was
was so funny.
She's great.
What a nice lady. What a cozy environment
I'm
she
pretty
created.
sure that's Cloris Leachman, who's like a very
Let's see.
famous like old lady, Betty White type.
She is, because I remember clicking on her profile. I just didn't know who she was.
Yeah.
Keep going. Keep vibing. Keep.
I don't remember the joke that made me laugh like the most of her little bits. But
Oh, also Principal Powers played Wonder Woman. We didn't
Oh,
say
that's
that.
what it is.
She played the original Wonder
And
Woman.
she says
Oh,
it
no
at the
shit.
very end. She's like, I'm not Wonder Woman or something.
Yeah.
As
She does
she
say
walks
that.
out of the detention room.
there's a bunch of little nods like
Yeah,
that.
the nurse was in Young Frankenstein, Spanglish, The Croods. Those are her top things. And what's this thing? The Last Picture Show. Never seen it.
Alright.
That's her number one thing.
I
So,
liked
could
Kurt
be a good one.
Russell making a Big Trouble in Little China reference. Did you guys catch that?
No, what
no,
was
I
it?
didn't. What was it?
He said, "There's trouble downtown. Big trouble
That's good.
downtown." Like dot downtown.
That's good.
I was like, "Fuck yeah, Kurt Russell. I want to watch
Big
that
Trouble in
movie
Little
again."
China is an absolute slapper
So
of a movie.
I've never seen it.
Ooh.
I know.
That's a you movie, my
That's
guy.
a very.
I'm sure it
movie.
is.
You would love
Have
it.
I seen it?
He wears the sweet tank top.
Yeah.
I don't
He's,
think
he's
I've
like
seen
a
it.
trucker,
It's like
right?
weird dragons.
Isn't he a trucker?
Yeah, yeah. His truck like breaks down or something and gets stuck
Yeah.
in town. Yeah. That's really good. That's a great movie.
It's a bizarre movie. Oh, another piece of housekeeping. I watched Return of the Living Dead. I don't know if you guys have ever seen this movie. It's like a branch off of the Living Dead movies made by like the other dude that helped Romero make the first movie. And like the Night of the Living Dead it's a real movie in the Return of the Living Dead universe, but it's based on a true story. So like it's this weird comedy zombie movie where like it's like punk 80s guys wearing like chains and shit, and they're fighting zombies the whole time, and there's like a doctor who's a Nazi. It's bizarre. And there's a girl who's naked for 50% of the movie, just adds her character.
Nice.
It's insane. I watched it with Abby. I was like, want to watch this movie? She was like, no. And I was like, I kind of want to watch it. And she was like, and then we watched it. And it was like, it ended up being fine. And I was like, kind of sorry about it. I was like, damn. But it was insane. You guys should watch it if
What's
you get
this
the
called
chance
again?
because it's fucking weird as hell.
Return of the Living Dead.
Return of the Living
Return
Dead.
of the Living Dead.
What year is it made?
It's on HBO Max. It was made in the 80s. It was like, it felt like a character of the 80s, but it was made in the 80s. It was really weird.
That is
I'm
weird.
gonna write that down
But
real
you guys
quick.
should totally watch it because you'll probably get a kick out of it, how fucking bizarre it is.
Okay. Army of Darkness and Return of the Living Dead. Those are my.
Those are both
Zombo-
fun movies to watch. That'll be a
Zombo
good
for the
time,
rest of
yeah.
the year. I could do that.
But anyway, that's my housekeeping. I'll probably think of more shit because I was on a movie kick for a while. I was on trying to get caught up in my different things I needed to watch.
Yeah.
And I still have a bunch of stuff I need to watch, but, you know,
Yeah.
you can only do so much, right, guys? I got to play some fucking video games. Halo.
Halo's great. Halo's
Shout out Halo if you haven't
Halo Infinite.
if you haven't played it.
They're
it's an
apparently
excellent
going to rework the battle pass.
song. It's terrible.
Yeah.
Are they really?
Yeah, apparently they're going to like rework it because the progression is dog shit.
We've all played like 20 hours and are maybe level 3.
I think I'm level 3, yeah.
Like it's
But
ridiculous.
I have no idea. Anyways, back to the movie.
back to the movie.
The mad scientist guy, I fucking love him. He's one of my favorites.
Ooh,
He's been in
I
stuff.
couldn't put my finger on who
He
he
has.
was.
Gotcha, don't worry.
Megamind.
Yeah, he just was Megamind.
He basically was Megamind before Megamind was a thing. It's
Yeah.
probably inspiration there.
Definitely.
They
Megamind
watched.
wasn't too far after this.
Kevin McDonald, that's his name.
He's been in a bunch of stuff.
He's been in so much stuff. His voice, I feel like, is very.
What's his top 4?
It's not good stuff. It's Kids in the Hall, Lilo and Stitch, Sky High, and then Galaxy Quest, which I feel like he's been in other stuff. Oh, he's the pastor in That 70s Show. I feel like that's
a big one.
a big.
Yeah.
No.
You
He's the
want-
pastor. He gets drunk with Red. They're friends, even though he's like a religious bastard, and Red's not. No.
I mean, I've seen that show in passing, but it was everyone that I watched.
I watched.
That hurts my heart.
I think
dude. That's
I've
one of my
seen-
favorite shows of all time.
Yeah, I think I've seen all
Sorry.
of that 70s show like 3 or times at this
Yeah.
point. Yeah. Just on TV too.
Yeah.
It
Oh,
was
yeah.
just on when I'd get home from school.
Yeah. I did do a full watch in college where I went straight through the entire thing.
I haven't done that. I need to do that.
It was good. The last season was a struggle.
Yeah, of course.
Not
is.
gonna lie.
Eric's gone. Fucking who cares?
Well, it wasn't even that. It's just the writing went downhill like crazy.
It did.
Is that 80s show or is that a separate entity?
That 80s show is a separate entity. That's the one with Glenn Howerton.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, he's the main character.
What?
Yeah, Glenn Howerton.
Whoa.
Isn't that fucking crazy?
That's weird.
From It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Oh, okay.
He
I
plays
haven't seen
Dennis. He plays one of the main characters. In
it.
It's Always Sunny.
Oh, okay.
Haven't seen that 80s show, but it's apparently one of the worst
We're
things
still
that's
off
ever been
of-
put on TV.
Sky High again.
Well, it's just because of this. I think it
It's
it
because
like
of the
proves
cast.
the cast is insane.
The
Yeah,
cast
the
is
cast is really
fantastic
good.
for this, and the jokes are great. I love that the little sidebar with them going like, "Remember when we used to use Real Citizens?"
Yeah, that was funny.
The Save the Citizen.
Apparently, this is also a big, heavy Kids in the Hall thing because, like, Dave Foley, who plays the professor, what's his name?
All-American Boy?
All-American Boy. He's also first thing is Kids in the Hall. So,
Yeah.
Huh?
that was a sketch comedy show, right?
Yeah, it's like a very famous Canadian
That's
sketch
big
group.
time pull.
makes sense.
This movie's just full of sketch comedy people, which
Yeah.
is awesome.
Yeah, it's really fun. It's also it's paced really well, I feel like.
It's
It zips
paced-
along.
so well.
Yeah. Like it wasn't like not draggy at all.
No.
Like, obviously we're all broken at this point in time and like it takes a lot for me to not just like check my phone automatically.
I
during
feel like
things.
that's not even like an R issue. I feel like that is just the way they're making stuff right now. Everything is so fucking slow and long.
It is.
Dude.
Yeah.
I don't understand. I don't get it. Like it feels like they're trying to make every single piece of content into Oscar bait.
Yeah, they are.
and
They are.
it's such a weird way to make content.
Yeah.
It
Like,
is.
why are you doing this? Why does everything have to be this way? Can we not go back to the times when things can just be fun?
Yeah.
A quick 90-minute watch, and you're done.
Why can nothing be a fun 90-minute watch anymore? Or
Like, we
fucking
just-
80 minutes?
It's-
Give me
honestly,
something.
it's illegal, I think.
It feels like it.
Yeah.
This
It
is a
honestly
good,
feels
quick
like
watch. It
Why are
was-
superhero movies 3 hours long? That can suck my dick.
I
That's
watched-
ridiculous.
Dude, I watched the whole DC universe in like over the summer and it was
Well, that's a terrible idea.
devastating.
Those movies suck.
I think
They're
I am
bad.
actually going to go through, even though I'm an avid anti-superhero movie person because of the formulaic and like they're planning everything out and everything's connected person. But I think I'm going to go through and watch all the Marvel movies.
You should.
You should.
Because that's all anybody ever talks about. And
Which is awful.
And I feel like being a person that like really likes to talk about movies,
Yeah.
I always feel like such an asshole. Where like I'm like, no, I haven't seen this movie that everybody in the world has seen.
Yeah.
just off principle, because I'm like, I don't want to feed into the machine.
That's me with Forrest Gump.
But
we'll talk about it after. But like, there's some that you can definitely.
Who's talking about that movie anymore?
You'd be surprised. When I was a kid,
1994.
When I was a kid, everyone's like, Forrest Gump's the best movie of all time, and I was like, no,
it's a really good one. I don't think people still hold on to it as their favorite, the best movie of all time.
No, I used to have Marvel movies now as their favorite.
People will probably say fucking. I bet you people will say Infinity War.
And they should
Infinity War was great.
If anyone says that, they shouldn't listen to this podcast.
No, I think Infinity War was really good. Endgame was worse though.
I hate that you watch those movies without watching all the other ones.
What did I need to see the other ones for? Will, back me up.
He's not going to because he agrees with me.
It is weird that you watch the climax of a fucking decade-long process.
No, but you know what it is? It's because, like, the original Avengers, you really didn't need to see any of the other ones. And I watched the original Avengers in theaters, and I was like, oh, that was tight. And then I skipped the second one because I heard it was kind of dog. And then I watched the third one because everyone was like, Infinity War's tight. It's coming back. And I was like, the second one probably didn't have that much in it. And so I watched the third one. I wasn't lost at all. I understood what was happening. And then, like, Endgame came along, and I was like, all right, there's a lot of fucking characters in there. And, like, there was, like, the fucking Wanda and shit, and, like, what's his name? Red Boy, who's got the fucking diamond on his head. Yeah.
Fucking Vision?
Dude, I was like...
Red Boy?
Red Boy with the diamond on his head.
I was like... I was honestly like, who the fuck are these people? Like, when they did that... Actually, I think that was actually in Infinity War. I was like... When they did their little side quest, I was like, who the hell are these two idiots?
We should just pause the podcast and do an episode for every single Marvel movie with Jacob having never seen them.
I kind of like that idea.
That would be fun.
That'd be kind of cool.
It would be devastating and take forever, but it would be fun.
It would take an eternity. I've seen a bunch of... Well, I haven't seen a bunch of them. I've seen some of them. I've seen Iron Man.
There are certain ones you can definitely skip.
The first ones.
And it was so good.
Yeah.
You can
2 and 3 suck.
You can skip Iron Man 3.
2.
You can skip Thor Dark World.
Yeah, I skipped that one. I've seen the first Thor and I've seen Ragnarok.
Basically,
I watched Ragnarok after Infinity War.
Dark World, you can basically get away with like a quick YouTube recap of like what happened.
I haven't seen
like,
Dark World.
You don't need to. It's shit. I've watched it.
Yeah.
It's not good. Watch a YouTube recap of what happens and you're good.
Listen, I'm good. I don't even need that.
What can you do?
There's dark elves and the Reality Stone is there.
What the hell's the Reality Stone? Am I right, guys?
Fucking...
No, they were good movies.
As someone who's seen almost every Marvel movie, I haven't seen Shang-Chi yet.
I feel like people are too serious about it. They're just dumb superhero movies.
You're not wrong. They are too serious
and it's
about
just Disney pumping out content that they think people are going to love, and they do. And it's disgusting.
I hate that it's now like all that movies are. It's just Marvel. It sucks.
I hate that they're all connected too. It's so annoying.
That's fun. That part
That's
is fun.
It's too fanboy for me. It's
been overdone. But it is fun.
Why does every single thing have to be connected?
Because of Marvel. They broke it. They broke the industry.
I like it being connected because then it's like it pays off. It's like, oh, I watched this other thing. Oh, and they're referencing to it. I know
But they're just trying to get your fucking money that way, dude.
They're not
They
wrong.
are. That's everything.
But it still feels good.
It just makes me feel sick.
Hey, listen. Reference make my brain go happy.
I understand that 100%. I'm all about stuff that has really good, deep lore, all right? I understand that aspect. I totally get it. I just hate Disney as a corporation.
That's fair.
See, if you'd led with that, I would have agreed with you.
Yeah.
Not the...
You know I love big, interconnected stories. I love Game of Thrones.
Why
I love Star Wars.
Then why are you saying
I mean,
that all the movies are connected?
Even The Expanse is dope so far. You know, I haven't seen the show, but we're reading the books. Me and Trevor both are.
Yeah,
Will,
You're
you reading?
Expanse.
It's a show on Prime.
This.
It's a show on Prime, but I started reading a book off a recommendation from Abby's brother-in-law, and then he started reading it off of. I was like, it's really good, and I think you had heard about it before.
You mentioned it, and then I went and got the second book for you for your birthday, along with a Steam game.
Really good.
And I saw the first book sitting next to it, and I was like, in Barnes & Noble, I was like, screw it, I'll just get both. And I kept the first book for myself and gave him the second one.
Yeah, you'd like it. I'm excited to watch the TV show. I just don't know when to start because of the books. I don't know where they're at, and I'm not gonna look it up because fuck it. I'm just gonna keep reading.
I'm gonna read.
Grab
Dune.
me one.
I'm gonna read Dune. Yeah, sure. Now that I've seen the movie, because I'm like very, very gassed up on
Dune
it.
is hard to read.
I know. I tried last year.
We're not even talking about the movie anymore. But
Well,
fuck it.
he's out of the room.
Yeah, he's out of the room.
I tried last year, and I was like, I'm gonna read this before the movie comes out because I was very excited about doing it, and then I just never did it.
Yeah, like God, it's been so long. Like
it's dense.
Almost like 2 years ago, I feel like is when they announced they were making this movie.
Because it got pushed back.
Yeah, and that's when I was gonna read the book, and I started it.
Me too.
And good Lord, it's hard.
Yeah, it's a dense book.
It's so hard to read.
I like it though. It's like it's
All right,
similar
wait.
to Thrones. It
Hold on.
seems like. Oh.
There we go.
Man, that was harsh for
That way
everyone.
we can
on
all
that.
get those in at once.
But yeah, I feel like this movie. This is a nice pour session. I hope you guys are pouring at home. I don't know how many of you drink with us.
I hope you all do.
I don't think it's a large percentage.
Monica, I'm pretty sure you don't drink.
I
at
know
all,
some
so.
people. Some people like that or think that it's funny that we do a beer section, which is nice. But
Hell yeah.
because
It's
one of our
fun.
other
That's good
friends at
feedback.
work talked about it after she watched the Parasite episode.
That's good feedback.
Um,
Our worst episode.
yeah, it's what I told her, but she wanted to listen to Parasite. So.
She stuck through that whole 2 hours. God damn.
And she loved it.
Shout out
she
to
said
you.
it was great. Shout out Sierra.
Shout out Sierra.
Thank you, Sierra. I didn't know she listened to the whole episode. She never told me.
Yeah, she told me.
Oh damn.
Doesn't
Was this
like-
before I
doesn't
started
like you,
working there?
Trev.
No.
Oh.
Yeah, no. This it was
Fuck me, I guess.
it was really good, and
It
I
was
feel
fun.
like I need to give Disney Plus more of a vibe. Oh, are you guys gonna watch the new Home Alone? I'm gonna watch it.
I'll
I
watch
know it's gonna be terrible.
Well, we
awful.
should do our Christmas episode for it then.
Oh, that'd be nice if we all like. That's
just
one
all
that
watch
none of
it.
us have seen.
Yeah.
So we. Can,
Oh, we could do that, yeah. Because
All right.
I'm a huge
It
fan
looks
of the
so
Home
bad.
Alone. Well, I say the Home Alone franchise, the first two Home Alone movies.
Yeah.
And then the third one I think is funny because it's so trash. And
It's
then the fourth
fine.
one's unwatchable garbage.
Isn't the fourth one a different actor entirely?
Everything's different. So is the third one.
Oh, is the third one also a different actor?
Yeah.
Oh.
Third one's all different cast, just like the fourth one, just like this new one.
This new one looks fucking terrible.
And I heard it's terrible. But I am gonna watch it still because
Hate yourself.
I just want to see. Yeah, honestly, I'm not.
I think it'll be fun
I'm not
for us.
afraid of watching bad movies if I'm
Yeah.
just curious.
That's
I think it'll be
I don't
fun for
care.
us to have an episode
Yeah.
where we rag on something the entire time.
Yeah, I feel like fuck it. Oh yeah, I watched fucking Christmas, or I watched the first National Lampoon's Vacation movie. Not good. Christmas Vacation was way better. You were on par there, Trevor. It was way better. The
That
first
movie
Vacation.
fucking sucked.
It did
Imagine
suck.
the first one.
I've seen the
It's
first one,
just-
but as a kid, I don't remember it.
Dude, it's the same jokes, but
It's
I
worse.
feel like they didn't hit their stride yet. Like it's just Chevy Chase is such a bastard.
Fuck Chevy Chase.
I hate the comedy. I hate his style of comedy so much. It's just not good. He's just he's just a terrible
Now we're
person.
really far off of Sky High.
This is still a part of I'm keeping people
Loop
up to
it
date.
back. Loop it back. Oh, I'm watching. I just finished season 2 of Insecure, so I'm catching back up on that show.
Oh, I watched Semi Pro. Terrible.
Yeah.
All right, I guess we're
It's a
doing
Will
this.
Ferrell movie, and I had heard for a long time that it was pretty funny. Oh God, it was so bad.
Oh, that sucks.
It was worse than Vacation.
Really?
Andre 3000's in it though, isn't he?
He is. He's the main character, and I was like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
But
I
yeah,
guess
terrible.
if we're
Horrible.
doing
Don't watch
this,
it.
I watched Inside Job, which is that new thing on Netflix. I'm probably bringing it to the podcast eventually, but that's good.
Spoiler.
Yeah, that's a big actually spoilerini, and I think you actually crossed the line.
Trevor, bleep
I don't
this.
care. I'm not deleting it. I'm leaving this in.
Bleep it.
This is staying. Are we done? Is
No,
that it?
no,
Oh.
I still want to keep talking about this movie.
Okay.
Um,
Back to the movie.
I love the gang of sidekicks.
They're
Like
great.
the
Yeah.
like the whole gang. We talked about a couple of them, but
Yeah.
like them as a core group had good chemistry. Like
They
really
had great
good
chemistry. I could watch like their continuation through high school probably.
Yeah.
I think it'd be fun.
And it made me. It definitely helped with feeling like he was making such bad decisions.
Yeah.
And it makes sense because it's high school. Shit happens, you know. But like,
You want to be popular. Everyone wants to be
yeah,
popular.
when you want the girl, it's like he was dating. I mean, she's a senior at the fucking school, and he's a freshman, which is a weird dynamic because
Little
there's
bit.
the age gaps there. But like,
But also, like, you find out later the age
well,
gap
it's
is
cool
way
for
worse.
It's cool for
But-
yeah. Well, it's not real though, because of the pacifier. She did just turn back into a baby.
Yeah, but mentally.
Yeah, is the mental capacity still there?
She remembers.
I guess it. Well, no, because the only thing I can go off of is the brain guy. But you could just say that he was smart in general, so he knew everything even
Yeah.
as a baby.
But she remembers that happened, and she remembered how to do all the stuff.
You're not wrong.
And so her plan is kind of flawed from the get go. If that's the case,
Yeah, because they would just come back.
they would remember that they're heroes, and yet they're going to a villain school or some shit like that.
Yeah.
So it doesn't really make sense, but maybe she's got some brainwashing shit
I don't
too.
think we can look into it as much.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah.
like that part of it is just like a classic, like bad. All evil villain traditionally schemes are bad.
Yeah.
You know, except for like we were talking about the new made up ones where they're like, we're gonna tear the universe in half and kill everyone. It's like, no one has a fucking death ray anymore,
No one has a classic death ray.
except for DC movies that maybe, which are dog shit. Will.
There's no death ray, but they are fucking bad.
This man sat through 18 hours of DC.
In a
What a
very
fucking
short period
idiot.
of time. A very short period of time. I don't know
18
why.
hours straight?
No, but it was
Oh.
like a week and a half where I watched all of them. And most of them are 3 hours
There's not
long.
that many, though.
Yeah, but they're all 3 hours long.
Yeah.
Or more. I mean, the
Aquaman's
Snyder
fine.
cut is 4 hours long.
Oh my god, yeah.
I mean, I don't understand why people were even begging for it.
He's not even a good director.
He's not.
I don't understand why people were asking for it, though.
Yeah, because people
Have
are
you seen
stupid.
what is it? No, it's not Lollipop Chainsaw. What am I thinking of? Sucker Punch.
Fuck no, that movie looks like absolute shit.
Wasn't that movie supposed to be terrible?
It's not good. I've seen it.
Yeah, it's Zack Snyder.
The
No
trailer was like cool, and then people were like, actually, the movie's kind of bad.
It's like I watched it and there's cool moments in it, but like it would have been better if it had been a series of music videos.
shit. Yeah, he's just a moments director, though. I mean, think of 300. Like, what's memorable about that movie? The fucking Spartan kick.
Jacob said if you couldn't hear it, 300's great, and he's not wrong. 300 is great.
I don't know about that. But he has this whole career is off of the strength of 300 alone. He actually
Yeah.
hasn't proved himself. Watchmen was largely considered to be a pretty lackluster adaptation of
Did
an
you see the
incredible
show?
piece of. It's it's amazing.
The show's great.
You watched it?
Yeah.
Oh fuck! I wanted to bring it to the show.
Sorry, dude.
That's fine. But yeah,
Jacob, have you seen Watchmen the show?
don't yell on Mike. He hasn't seen it. Watchmen on HBO is amazing. Shout out Regina King. That show absolutely fucking slaps.
It does slap. It's so good. Oh, I love
Damn.
that show. I want another season, kind of.
I don't.
I kind of do.
They gotta learn.
Like, it's fine if we don't get another one
the
because of the way it
industry
ended, but
has to learn when to stop.
they do, but they're never going to.
I don't care. I'm still gonna hope for it because I'm stupid and I'm an optimist. It
So
doesn't.
am I,
it doesn't
but-
need another season, and it should just be left alone as it is. It's a great one-off. The thing is that Lindelof, the creator of it, said he doesn't want another season, and if they do it, it won't be.
No,
with
if the
him.
creator said that, then I'll respect that.
Yeah, I don't want another season.
I could have seen another one, but
What did the creator say?
Watchmen.
did you watch the Watchmen show?
No, not yet. I want to watch it.
Everything is like something that you have seen for all of our format breaking episodes that we have planned and that
Yeah,
we've
it's 'cause
done.
I'm the middle of the Venn
No,
diagram of the
because
two.
music stuff is me and him.
Oh yeah, that's right. Music stuff is you two. Well, no,
There's
it's still
probably
him,
a
though.
lot of-
but
but
it's
it's
still
me
him.
and
Oh, always
It's
you,
nothing
yeah.
me and you to him.
Yeah, well.
Like I said, I'm the middle of.
Will ruined the podcast.
I
Will
made
ruin the podcast. Like, that's the
made the
title of this episode.
yeah, question mark, and we're all like emojis.
Oh, and Will's just like
He's pissed.
just-
Shit is ageism.
That's true, and
You're
honestly,
old.
it's kind of fucked up, Trevor. But
what the fuck?
I'm out of things to say.
I'm not. I think we need to keep. You have 1,000 notes.
I have
I keep being the one to try to get us on track and immediately get us off. You need to center.
Most of my notes are just like statements about the show, like as they were happening.
Yeah, let me look at my notes for a second.
Cousin Greg.
Oh, the classic. Whenever he goes right before he gets to homecoming,
Greg.
when he figures it out, and he's like, "I got to get to homecoming." He opens his classic 2000 Velcro wallet to get the
That's
The Ron
badass.
Wilson bus driver.
Ron Wilson
card.
bus driver business card out.
Oh right, the business card. Yeah. Also, he was the only other character that like had two superhero parents but no powers
Yeah, that was the
until
was a
he
good-
fell
good
into
bit
a
of lore.
toxic waste,
that was
Yeah.
a nice bit of lore.
and then he became a
actually.
giant. That's what he was, right? Because he
He's
was
either a giant or
he can become giant.
become giant. One of the two. I love he still got his broom.
That's what I was gonna say. Yeah,
It's
good
so good.
consistency of character right there.
Poor guy. Whenever he's just finished cleaning the bus, and
He
then all the
has
windows
so
break.
much heart, though.
He has so much.
You really gotta
You
love,
love
that
Ron
character.
He's a
Wilson,
good
bus
man.
driver.
I don't understand. Like, how did this movie make me love characters so much?
I don't know.
It's that classic Disney
I
magic,
thought
man.
I was gonna go into this movie honestly hating it, and then I was like,
I was
this
fully
movie's so good.
I was
It's
fully
crazy.
expecting you guys to hate this. I'm not gonna front,
No,
so
it
I'm
was-
really
it
happy.
was-
with
Dude,
how
I
this
was
turned
when
out.
I was watching, I was like, I can't get this movie an 8, and then I was like, I can't do it, and then it was like, I can't like give it a
Can't not.
fake rating. I'm
Yeah.
gonna give it what I feel. You know,
Yeah.
the whole podcast is about giving a
true rating.
gut true reaction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why like our ratings are so different. A lot of the, like, especially you two, like you guys have such different rating systems.
Yeah.
I'm somewhere in the middle. Trevor's always high. Will's usually fairly low.
Yeah.
I can't, even though I did probably enjoy it at the level of an 8, I just can't say it's an 8 out of 10.
Why not?
I don't know.
I respect the hell
Something
out
in
of
me
it.
is broken. Those scores are
You
reserved
should have
for
seen
like,
this. If you had seen this when you were in high school, you might have been a different human.
I feel like you have a rating system more closely to most people that like rate movies.
Yeah.
You know, or like rate content in general.
For
Like
this idea.
people that like go out of their way to rate stuff on IMDb and give a review and
Yeah.
stuff like that, where it's generally low.
Yeah.
And then Trevor has like this side of the spectrum where like
everything is a 7.
we're like
Everything's fine.
everything's awesome and tight. It's like how I used to rate things when I've tried to be more conscious about it.
Yeah.
But my gut reaction is usually to rate like how Trevor does,
Yeah.
and I have to really think on myself to like not do that. And I've gotten way better at it.
That's why
I've started to rate way lower.
That's why we're great as a trio, though, because we've got the different aspects of
Yeah,
rating. Where you're very critical, I'm just like everything's fine.
yeah.
Jacob's
as
kind of
long
in
as
the
it
middle.
as long as it didn't straight piss you off or something.
Yeah, if it
Yeah.
pisses me off, I'll be like 1.
yeah.
Operation Dumbo Drop, baby.
Yeah, well that
One-
was
Operation Jumbo Drop was
he
great.
loved it. That
I
was
know. I feel like Jacob's hate for it outweighs.
one of the most
your, like,
absolute
did.
dog shit piece of content I've ever watched in my life. Shout out Ray Liotta though.
Another
Cannot-
Disney movie too, which is
cannot
kind of
do
crazy. That was before
Danny
this
Glover,
one.
Ray
But-
Liotta, Doug E. Doug, and you're saying it's
I'm not
dog shit.
saying the cast was bad. I'm saying the story in the movie was so bad.
No, it's perfect. Should have won an Oscar.
No one dies in the Vietnam War.
Vietnam was about saving elephants.
Please,
So,
guys,
I got-
go back and watch our Dumbo Drop episode because that's like the pivotal episode where we've changed our format.
Was it really? Was that the one?
Yeah,
Probably.
that's
Did it
one.
happen sooner than that?
That was one of them. That was our jumping off point of changing our format
Of being loose, more
into
loose
this.
with it?
Yeah,
more loose.
because I
That's
wouldn't
what we
do it.
always do with our podcast. Though.
wouldn't
Drake
do
and
it.
Josh started super critical, and then we moved into just being drunk idiots.
That's just
the
because
whole
we
time.
came straight out of college and we wanted to sound smart, so we were talking about like the mise en scène and stuff.
Fuck that shit.
You were not talking about mise en scène.
We
Yeah, we were.
Holy fuck.
You're
Listen
talking
to the.
about
It's only the
camera
first.
angles and
It's only
shit.
the first episode mostly, and then the second, the third, it really falls off.
Camera angles is fine, but mise en scène, you're really fucking pushing.
were.
your glasses
Well, he
up
was
your
still
nose.
in college. He was still. I mean,
I was
and
still
like,
in the film classes, and you were just.
and
out
I
of
feel
it.
like to be fair, like when like that's your entire life for like
Yeah,
for
you
like
can't not
3
see
or
it
4
that way.
years.
Yeah.
Like that's how we saw content for like a while.
And you were out of college, but you were still helping with film stuff. So it's like,
Yeah.
might as well have been in college still.
Yeah. Shout out Abby. I went up to Gainesville every weekend.
Hell
You
yeah.
did. It was great. I got to see you
It was
still.
a good time. I was unemployed. Dab.
I got to throw this in. We had the Stop the World and Melt With You by Modern English, but we had the pop punk cover by Bowling for Soup at the end of this.
That
movie.
wasn't Simple Plan? I thought it
Bowling
was
for
Simple
Soup
Plan.
is
Nope.
a great band.
It was Bowling
Great
for
band.
Soup. They have a separate
the
music-
huge drum, or is he the big drummer or bassist? The giant guy.
bassist.
Bassist.
Because
I
they
don't
have a
know.
music video with clips of this movie in it for
That's
this song,
incredible.
for
Big
this
shout
cover
out.
of this song.
Big shout out.
And
Well, one of their albums was like one of my absolute constant rotations back.
Bowling for
at that
Soup?
Time. Yeah,
Really?
really,
yeah.
but classic, you know.
All I know is the
That-
1985 song. 1981.
there's-
Burner.
Bowling for Soup, Newfound Glory, and
Oh.
Simple Plan was like my
Newfound
my
Glory,
top
dude.
3 like middle school.
Those are
pop
classics,
punk bands.
yeah.
I've recently only started listening to all my old pop punk music, so now I'm back in the age of being a middle schooler.
Hell yeah.
So you got to listen
For like the past 6 months, that's the only music I'm listening to. I made a playlist of all the old music I used to listen to.
You got to put this in there. You
Yeah, I'm
got to
stuck in a
Stop the
fucking
World and
loop.
Melt With You.
I do.
by
I do
Bowling
need to
for
add
Soup.
that.
That's crazy.
Great
That's-
playlist.
That's
Shout
like
out.
actually what you're listening to.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's the vibe I'm in right now. That might have also come into effect for this album that you brought us, the previous episode,
Very
because
different.
that's all I'm listening to right now.
Very different.
I'm listening to just that music,
That's
and
wild.
it's amazing.
So this movie was like perfect for that.
Yeah. Well, yes.
Yes.
Honestly, it'll change at some point.
It's got
I
some
go
bang-
I go in long periods of music.
This movie's got some banger songs in there.
This movie has banger everything.
It's a banger.
Every time he sees Gwen, it's like the ha 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 ha.
Yeah, it's so classic.
Great. That's such a good needle drop. I don't know who like started that being like the hot girl like
It was this
gaze.
movie.
He did a great job, by the way.
Okay.
Can we talk about how the main character did a fucking fantastic job? He's been in a ton of stuff too.
He's married to
What's his name? Michael Angarano.
What else has he been in?
he's married to
actually?
somebody famous.
Sky High's his number one thing.
Of
He was
course
in
it is.
Almost Famous, which is a big one.
Okay.
He's
he the
in
main
he's
guy?
in This Is Us. He's in Pen 15. I might bring Pen
He's
15
married
for
to
you guys.
Pen 15.
Have you
Maya
seen it?
Erskine, yeah.
You've seen it?
The first half of the first season, yeah.
Bitch.
Yeah, Riz hates it.
I'm trying to bring other content other than movies, and you're just always like, I've seen it. I hate this guy.
Content, baby. What do you want from me?
I don't watch TV shows, so it's hard.
Yeah, I watch a lot of TV.
I watch a lot of TV as well, but not the
Just a ton of
same.
it.
Not the same TV.
Can we talk about? So we're recording this on the day after the Cowboy Bebop live action series dropped.
I'm
on
gonna
Netflix.
watch it.
We haven't watched it yet.
We're all very excited, except Trevor, who's absolutely devastated.
I feel like we should do a one-off. I feel like we should do a one-off where we just come back and talk.
We can
about
review it. I wouldn't be mad. I would honestly do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where
Let's
we
do
can just
that.
talk about it.
We'll just
And
talk
we might
about-
even just release that first. Like, we can throw it in rotation.
We could throw it in the middle.
You can throw it up anytime, because that can just be like a one-off, not even strictly show me something. That's
show me something one-off.
That's Harbor Boy. We could just call it Harbor Boys. Harbor
could-
Boys Review.
Harbor
Wow,
Boys
main
review.
feed. Main feed.
Main feed. All right.
Honestly,
okay.
I think that we should do that.
That'd
Yeah,
be kind
I'm
of fun. All right. Okay, we might do that. So that might come out before this. Might come out after this. It depends on when I get around to editing it.
And also when
when
all
we
finish
finish
10
watching it.
episodes.
And we all finish watching.
It'll
it,
be
recording
thrown up
it.
at some point.
Probably
it'll be,
after this.
It'll be randomly middle of feed.
Yeah.
So deal with it.
We'll let you know.
It'll be non-rotational. It'll just be thrown up.
Follow our Instagram.
That'll be fun.
For updates.
That also might be things that we just do in the future. You never know.
I
like that
wanted.
idea.
I low key wanted us to go see Dune today and then do a podcast about it. I didn't suggest it, but
If I watch Dune, I'm not gonna drink at all.
yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't drink for the first episodes that we did today, so. But I already saw it, so too late.
Lol.
It was also your pick, so whatever.
True.
That could be your pick and bring it to
I guess
us.
it could,
I mean,
yeah.
because there's no rules other than that.
I would watch it again.
Okay, we're really off track here. We're talking about inside baseball shit.
Yeah, I've been
We are.
done. I've been done comment wise. You should watch it. It's fun.
I brought up my last thing I really needed to bring up, which was the Modern English Bowling for Soup cover
Yeah.
of.
Great
deal.
cast, great script, great pacing, excellent fucking cameos and fucking montages and
Just
music.
good jokes
and
all
everything.
around. Everything's great about
Really
this movie.
good vibes. If you love a good early 2000s coming of age, you're not gonna. I mean, this is pretty much
This
peak.
is it. This is the formula for early 2000s coming.
There's
of
a
age.
lot of other really good ones, but this one's really solid as well.
They also do a lot of the superhero tropes before it got super overdone.
Yeah, shout out She's All That and stuff. You know, there's some really good coming of age early 2000s content, but like
Cousin Greg.
this is their cousin. I mean,
Cousin Greg.
that's another thing I need to keep watching. I need to start watching
It's
season
been
3 of
so
Succession.
Good. It's been so good.
Yeah, thank you guys for listening to the podcast. This has been a really rambly episode of.
It's been super rambling.
this
We're-
is-
Maybe our most rambly yet.
that always happens when we do two
Recently.
in a row. The second one tends to be a very rambly one in comparison to the first one.
Those are the kind of podcasts I like.
I love these
Me
kinds.
too.
We don't usually do two
Don't
in a
know
row
if the
anymore.
Patreons do, but.
We still don't have a Patreon. Maybe we'll get one at some point.
Thank you guys for listening to the podcast. Catch us on youtube.com/c/the Harbor Boys.
Is that really what it is?
Yeah. That's
Really?
our, that's
we
our,
got an actual URL now?
yeah, I did that years ago.
I didn't know we had a real URL. My bad.
Anyway, you can also follow us on Instagram at @harbor_boys. Listen to us on Spotify and iTunes and shit like that.
Everywhere
and,
you get your podcasts.
keep up with us, guys. We're going to keep putting out content and doing our thing.
Yeah.
Give us any recommendations or what you guys think about Sky High. And we'll catch you guys for the next episode.
Bye, everyone.
Peace out.
Show me something.